I have it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to NAPAC. NAPAC. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to NAPAC's 10th year anniversary. I do apologize profusely for starting late. We had some issues earlier, and that's what prevented us from starting at 6 as planned. So I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you and welcome, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us this evening to celebrate NAPAC's 10th year anniversary. So, some housekeeping rules that we want to go over before we start. The bathrooms are straight ahead when you come out through that door. It's straight ahead. The men's are to the left and the ladies is to the right. On your tables you have candies on there, mints. Tonight's menu is beef or salmon. If you want beef, you put the candy on top of your chargers, and if you don't have a charger on your table, just put it in front of you. That way the servers will know you want beef. So the choices for tonight's dinner is salmon or beef. If you want beef, you need to use the meat in front of you and place it in front of you, and the servers will know that you want beef for dinner. Thank you. And also, I would like to introduce our MC for tonight. He's a young man. He's a member, a comedian as well, and he's my brother as well. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the MC for this evening. His name is Saeed Adeleye. Please give him a round of applause.
No, that's not for me.
Told you he's a comedian.
Yeah, I like the straight look from everybody's faces. By the way, I'm not a comedian. I am not. Okay, she introduced me. That applause wasn't good enough for me. How about that? Can you please give it up for it? Hold on. Calm down. I'm not got you excited and ready already, but let's give it up for Sahid, that little lady here. I appreciate that. You know, like I said, I'm not a comedian, but only NAPAC can get me out to do this, unfortunately. Why? Because I am a proud Nigerian and one who loves to support those who puts the agenda of the common goal forward, the public interest. So please give it up to NAPAC. And of course, welcome everybody. Good evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen. You're all looking radiant and beautiful tonight. So please, give it up to yourselves as well. And of course, we do apologize we're starting a bit late, but we will be on time to finish up. As you know, Africans, we love to dance. So dance should end the night. Don't mean you're going to dance for a lesser hour, which is good by me, because I'm not a good dancer, so I can keep up with some of you all on the dance floor. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead. You have on your tables a copy of the program, so this way you can also keep track of what's going on and because what's supposed to come next. Without holding back, shall we please put our hands together for one of NAPAC's, I call her the voice of reasoning. I call her the wisdom woman as well. And she's going to be doing us the honor of blessing this floor before we get started tonight. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Busala Jared to help us with opening prayer. Dr. Busala Jared, please.
To God be the glory.
great things he has done. We just want to thank God for making us here, making us present here tonight. We thank you for we thank those of you who came from near and far that have come to grace this occasion. We thank you that 10 years and counting, NAPAC is waxing stronger than ever before. We thank God for the vision. We thank God for the visionary. We thank God for those who have embraced this vision, the vision that we have kept alive for 10 years and counting. We thank you for the community that we serve. We thank you for those officials that have chosen to serve. We thank God that we are here to support them. Father, we ask you to take control of this event. It is all by your making. And you take all the glory, honor, and adoration. And because of this, we ask you to come in our midst and take control. Have your way. Have your way. To the glory of God. Amen. Amen.
And the people say, Amen. Wow, I felt a quiet spirit up in here with that prayer. Thank you, but we're about to heat it up a little bit, so if you're cold, because the temperature's supposed to be dropping tonight slightly, but we're going to keep it warm and a bit hot in here tonight. Are we? Yeah? I have your consent on that? Okay, thank you, thank you. We shall be moving forward. Next is going to be some vocal rendition. I love singing, but I love to hear more better voices than myself. I'm sure you don't want to hear me sing here now. I don't want to crack your plates, and I don't want to deafen your ears either. Okay? So this next lady, I will be calling forward to do us the honor of sharing a gift. By the way, let me distract you real quick. So tonight is about you all. And I want you to please feel very, very comfortable to connect, feel very comfortable to also flaunt your essence. Because again, you all are looking radiant tonight, you're looking colorful, and above it all, you're standing for the truth, which is what NAPAC stands for. Again, congratulations to you all for coming out. All right? Miss Tinu is one who has actually shown so much essence with this organization, and through the past couple of hours this event started, she's actually blessed us with a gift and professional career path as well. I shall be calling on, excuse me, okay, so again, I will be calling forward one of our members who will be helping us with the national anthem. Ms. Tinu, do you mind coming forward, please, and helping us with the national anthem? Ms. Tinu.
Please rise for the national anthem. Can you see by the dawn's early light
national anthem. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The heroes of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Awesome.
Please give it up again to Miss Tinu. Appreciate you, man. Okay, so next I will be introducing one of the voices of reasoning on our local state chapter level. He is a big brother. He is a role model, one who definitely deserves every praise that he gets. Okay, I would need us to please help me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Adafe Soje.
I didn't get a clap, so. Thank you, Say. Thank you. Good evening, all. Good evening. I have a speech, but before I go into the speech, I want to ask everyone, has everyone had a wonderful weekend? Yes? I can't hear you. Absolutely. First of all, we appreciate everybody coming out to Georgia. I'm standing up here because I have a fantastic team behind me, or with me, standing beside me. And I want to deliver this speech with them standing up here because this is a team effort. So at this time, I'm going to call the NAPAC executive to come up, and I'm not going to keep them standing up here for long because the speech is not too long. So I'm going to start with my vice chair, the father figure to me, Mr. Tunji Gui. Our General Secretary, Ms. Kelly Okoro. She's on her way. She's still working. Our Financial Secretary, Otumba Ibrahim. Our PRO, Mr. Bishop Adudubi, could not be here today because he lost his father-in-law last week Monday. So our prayers are with him. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I would like to welcome you all very warmly to our event, the 10th year anniversary of the Nigerian American Public Affairs Committee. As I said before, my name is Dr. Soje, Chairman of NAPAC Georgia. But this is not a NAPAC Georgia event. This is a national NAPAC USA event. The year 2020 was a tremendous year that saw the onset of deadly epidemic, widespread protests over systematic racism, police brutality, and killing of unarmed people of color. The US Census and a deeply contentious election. It was a year like no other. Despite the massive losses inflicted by a global epidemic, bitter political divisions, and racial unrest that exploded into violence, glimmers of light shone through the darkness. Notably, millions of Americans cast their votes in a presidential election, mail-in ballots of heading to the polls in larger numbers than ever before in the nation's history. I want us to give ourselves a round of applause for that. NAPAC Georgia was not left out, not left behind in lending our voice to the active participation in voting and electoral process by the African communities in Georgia, persuading voters in the essence of NAPAC Georgia and through our One Voice Africa Partnership Initiative. I'm going to go off script a little bit here because we're going to recognize them later, but we do have a lot of coalition, that we did a coalition with the African community, and they're in the house today, so I want to appreciate them coming out. Thank you. The Partnership Initiative, an initiative that rallied the core base of Georgia African community in a massive campaign and votes that delivered the two senators, Senator John Ossoff and Senator Raphael Warnock, to the Congress. Do you want to make a positive impact? Voting gives you that chance. Support the candidates and the ballot measures that can help our community, state, and even the nation for the greater good. Make your voice heard in these upcoming midterm elections, please. Being a Democrat, a Republican, we need to vote. I won't forget independence and the Tea Party. Your vote is your voice, and issues affecting our communities like housing, education, employment, immigration, healthcare will be on the ballot. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoy our event. To our special guests from all over the world, all over the country, we are very grateful to you for taking this time out on our 10th anniversary to celebrate with us. Thank you very much. And if I leave the stage, I was hoping we wouldn't start on time, because I'm not standing up here by myself, and I have to definitely acknowledge my wife, because I won't be doing this without her. She knows how many hours I'm on the phone every night, especially for this event. So I just want my wife to stand up and just gotta give her a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Idafe. Please give it up again to Mr. Idafe. So, ladies and gentlemen, occasionally you can look on the screen. You will be seeing some pages flip. We're sorry to say, but our brochure didn't arrive in good time. It's still, in transit. So we decided to just, make do with the electronic version for now. So please feel free to just take a look occasionally as, it flips through the pages. But rest assured that, most of you will have it once it's delivered eventually. Okay? Thank you. And in addition to that, I know you have your programs on the table, but we need to accommodate a quick change in that. That's because one of our delighted sons has to catch a flight, so we crave your indulgence to please have us skip one item on the program to accommodate him, because it's very important for us to actually hear from him tonight. Do I have the consent of the house? Okay, because to be honest with you, I am here for you guys. No, seriously, you don't get it. I am here for you guys. You took your time, dressed all nice and prim and proper. I'm really trying to behave myself right now because, unfortunately, some of us, try to keep our crimness somewhere you don't want to see it. So, again, thank you so much for accommodating us, all right? He is one who actually spearheads the direction for young adults who are Nigerians. He doesn't just spearhead it from his looks, because he's a fine young man too, but in terms of his wit, his passion, his voice, and the achievements of the things that he has done and still willing to do. I appreciate the attention, and I will hold up any further. Could you please, ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming my brother, my friend, my pride as a Nigerian, representative of the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., in person of Representative Okay, I needed to make sure you are listening. All right? Because I will still see you seated. I needed to please stand up and welcome Representative Oye Ololawa.
Thank you, Saint. Good evening, everyone. Oh, we can do better than that. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, I am U.S. Representative Dr. Oye Ololawa, and I am proud to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the 10th anniversary of NAPAC. The theme of today's keynote address is what it means to be a Nigerian in 2021. But before I get into what it means to be a Nigerian today, I want to tell you what it means to be Nigerian to me. Being born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, from two parents, one from Kwara State and one from Oyo State, I was raised with Nigerian ideals of excellence, of community service, of doing your part to advance those around you. That first trip led me to pharmacy school, where I graduated as the only black male in my class. It took a lot of hard work to get there, but it was my first experience of representation. Being in the class where none of your teachers or your friends or your classmates looked like you knew that it was very important to leave your mark. It was also very important to make sure you leave a legacy and something for the future students to have. As I moved over to Washington, D.C., my very first experience in getting involved in the community was going to classrooms, getting young kids interested in science, as that was the experience that got me in. And for a few Nigerians in here, that was the experience that got you in as well. That got me more involved in my community, running for office, and looking to become the U.S. Representative of Washington, D.C., where we're fighting for representation for 700,000 Americans that live and pay taxes without congressional representation. But as I was getting closer to the end goal, past the primaries, I realized that I wasn't just representing my neighbors that shared the District of Columbia as home. I started getting calls from Nigerian uncles and aunties. My mother and dad started calling me a little bit more often, saying, "Someone wants to talk to you." And I realized that I was representing all of the Nigerian Americans in this room. I was representing the idea of culture, excellence, giving back, and what it means to have Nigerian ideals and culture in the lawmaking process. Further along, I started to meet young people. Children with names like mine, and experiences like mine, and parents like mine, that decided that they wanted to take that jump as well. And I realized it's not just district residents who lack representation. It is us as well. So thankfully, with the work of NAPAC, people in this room, and people who couldn't make it, I was able to become the first Nigerian American elected to federal office. But this speech isn't about me. This speech is about what it means to be Nigerian, what it means to be part of NAPAC USA, what it means to impact lives socially, talk about healthcare, talk about immigration, talk about supporting folks not only in America and not only in Nigeria, but folks who don't have Nigerian names, those who don't share our experiences. How can we be a benefit to others? How do we promote ourselves in offices not only as representative or a congressperson, but also legislative aides? What I think about being Nigerian today is the inspiration of NAPAC New York, being able to leverage their opportunities with the incoming administration, find Nigerian faces in the cabinet. I think of NAPAC Georgia raising money to change the Senate for the first time in years, and being able to have John Officer say the name Shegun and pronounce it correctly. I think of people like Junior, who has been elected, making history in Grand Prairie, Texas, and all those who may have missed the mark by a little bit, but next time with NAPAC's guidance, will see the other side of the finish line and join me up here. I think of opportunities to engage young people. One of the biggest things we can do in 2021 is engage young people. In Nigeria, the youth are ready. They are taking cues from the American public. The NSARS movement has parallels to the Black Lives Matter movement, and they are watching us. We must lead the youth in Nigeria, and the youth must take action and lead some of us over here. We must be the bridge to ensure that the barriers that were between the Black community and the Nigerian community are decreased every single day, to the point that you will see an Oye Owolawa on the ballot and not think twice. You will see a Shegun on the ballot and not think twice. You will see a Junior, not think twice. Tinu, not think twice. Esther Agbaje in Minnesota, and that will not be an anomaly. We are here to stay. This is our moment. I also want to connect on my agenda as U.S. representative. We are fighting for statehood, but it means nothing if we don't take advantage of our opportunities, leaving the door open. So my team is working on engaging young people to leave a seat open at other tables so the folks from our older generations can listen to our innovation, can take some of our ideas. And at the same time, we must leave a door and a seat open for the generation above us. They know what it's like to be our age. They know what tomorrow looks like when we don't. But it's also an opportunity to bridge ourselves to have a better conversation. What ails us in Nigeria is also ailing us in America. We have young folks and millennials and beyond that don't feel engaged, that don't feel represented, that don't turn out to vote, that don't run for other elections besides congressional offices, or don't pay attention to what's going on in the local community. We also have Nigerians that shy away from politics. We excel academically, we excel professionally, we excel in arts and music and everything in between, but there's still an opportunity for politics. And that's where NAPAC comes into play. As a proud member of NAPAC Maryland, DMV PD, we are focused on taking advocacy into action, collaborating with organizations to become partners, but not be led by, because our voice is important. We're We're gathering on Capitol Hill. We're going to offices. They're coming to my office because this is our time. This is not my seat. This is our seat. Being Nigerian in 2021 means impacting everyone around us. And I am thankful to be your keynote speaker. Thank you.
Woo! Please give it up again to Representative Oye Owolewa. Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, but I'm told that we wouldn't just let you walk off the stage like that. As you can see, the stand ovations are on already. May I please have the pleasure of inviting our national president, Mr. Aluya. Oh, pardon me, Dr. Aluya.
Thank you. Thank you, Oye. Amazing and incredible. You have opened up doors that we've been wishing for a long, long time. And this one door will not just be the only door. There'll be other doors coming along. And as you go through, you won't shut the door. You leave the door open for others as well to come on. So tonight, in recognition of your trailblazing effort, I would also call on the representative of the Consulate General of Atlanta, Ms. Odom, if you can please come up. So, Dr. Adeoye Owolewa, this is NAPAC's Trailblazer Award.
Recording in progress.
So, in recognition of your pioneering courage, leadership, vision, and commitment to service, today, November 13, 2021, with appreciation for your guidance that lights the path for others to follow, we present you with this award.
Congratulations, Representative Oye. Let's give it up to him once again. And of course, we wish you a safe travel as you return back to DC. Thank you. We shall be carrying on with the event. We're trying to catch up on time, so we're just going to go straight into it again. The next person I will be calling to the podium, he needs not much for an introduction. When you hear him speak, you would understand what I'm talking about. But his leadership has actually helped to propel NAPAC, the last couple of years to where it is now, and also laid a very solid foundation for those who will likely come after him. He's a professional, and I still question how he balances his professional career, with this specific role, playing, the public service advocate on behalf of the Nigerian diaspora. He's one I respect, and of course, I'm sure you will all come to understand again the reasons why. So without holding back, could you, ladies and gentlemen, please do me the honor and bring it back again to the podium, Dr. Nelson Aluya, our national president.
Earlier on, they called it a vaccinated mic. So I had initially written a speech, but for the sake of time, I would rather just go off script and just talk, and hopefully talk to our souls, so that we understand why we're here. But I want to say thank you each and every one of you for finding the time, not just finding time, but for carving out the time out of your busy schedules to come here today. Like our founding president will always say, Dr. Aguya always say this, you find time for the things that are important to you. Because this is important to you, and that's why you found the time to come. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming across the country, and some who came from Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I met a couple today. And to say we appreciate you individually and collectively, our families and friends and well-wishers, and those in the community who have stood up for each and every one of you, of us, held us up high to the point where we are today. From our wives, my beautiful wife is here. A few of you have seen her for the first time today. And I met a whole lot of people who, over the last 18 months, we met virtually. And I got to know them, got to see who they are, got to understand, who they are. But we never met, but until when we gathered. And that's why coming together, it's important. It's important when we come together, where we share ideas and passion. And not just that, you get to feel the individual and know who they are. Put a face to those names. Like I always say, put a weight and a height to it as well. That's the doctor aspect of it. But then, it's important. And that's why over these years, we have moved on to a point where NAPAC is beginning to become a household name. We just didn't do this by accident. It was intentional. And that's the intentional thought process of the founding fathers who 10 years ago sat down in California to say, you know what, we need a body like this. We have excelled on every aspect of our lives here in the United States. Every aspect, from sports to music, you just name it. But one aspect that was still lagging behind is in the area of politics and policies. It's not that we're bereft of those talents and skills to do or to lead. It's just that we had not, at this point in time, created a platform upon which we begin to identify leaders, celebrate those leaders, and uplift those leaders amongst us. But NAPAC is here. And like Oye Wolowa said, we as NAPAC, we as Nigerian Americans, we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. And everybody, white, black, across the globe, have to get to understand who we are, know where we're coming from, see our passion, and recognize how much we've contributed to the community, to the nation as well. And I begin to understand that those funny names that they hear are the names that they will get to learn to pronounce. That's right. And get to learn to respect them as well. Because if you respect something, you will learn to understand that thing. You value it, and we will all be valued. So, not to burden you all with speeches and all that, but to say again, thank you, I appreciate you all for coming, and I hope you have a great and wonderful evening. NAPAC, you'll get to see all the things we've done over the last 18 months where, despite COVID, we came together, rallied around, put our resources together to, first the medical team came out, but the first people here in the United States, at least I know across the African diaspora community, we put up a Zoom link unit to educate our people about the disease and how deadly and potently devastating that disease is. Because Dr. Motosho and I, who were on that panel, actually suffered from COVID. And until then, when I got COVID and recovered, that's when I knew that this disease truly do kill. And I must enjoin you, please, if you are here, you haven't received your vaccine, please go get it. Yes. It's important. And as NAPAC, we put our hands together as well to help elect individuals like Oye, like Junior, and all the things that we've done across. We engaged the State Department on issues that concerns us here and across the globe as well in Nigeria in the area of peace and stability in our country. And they got to see that, and they got to respect that there's a body like NAPAC who they can engage on an intellectual, cerebral level. And as well as engaging other bodies and other associations from NAPAC, the Association of Nigerian Physicians, nurses, pharmacists, and all that. These are the things that we're doing here in NAPAC. So that we just don't move up alone by ourselves, but move our entire community across. So that truly we'll become relevant in every space, and even more politically. So before I go, I must thank the leadership of NAPAC, those who have helped put NAPAC together, from our founding father, Mr. Okusoya, to our glorious and marvelous Madam Lara Okunobi, Madam VP, my Vice President, Mr. Yomi Lawal, our indefatigable Executive Director, Shegun Adeyina, to our AAA, AA, yes, Mr. Akinde, Political Director, and all to our chairs across the country, from New York to everybody, to Georgia and all. I must thank you. And to our host, the Georgia family, and thank you for holding this and making it possible. I will throw these out to all the other chairs, and I know you're going to fight to host the next one. Well, we'll have to talk about that anyways. So thank you. I hope you have a great evening. Enjoy, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give it up again to Dr. Nelson Aluya. We appreciate you, sir. And as a Nigerian, I am proud of every achievement so far, and looking forward to how we continue to impact our home country, the United States of America. This is home. And yes, indeed, we shall help it to advance its course forward. Congratulations to you all again. It makes me reflect on what it will be to one day see across the table much younger folks than ourselves taking the mantle, not just for their personal self-interest, but to actually impact the community at large and influence this global village that we now live in. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this man is one who I admire for his work, his family orientation, his leadership role as a community leader, and more importantly, he loves the dance floor. Please welcome our very own Executive Director, Mr. Shegun Adeyina.
Come on, clap, 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 clap. This is our 10th anniversary. This is not like a funeral. Come on. Clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, cut down. We having a good time tonight? Are we having a good time tonight? 10 years, NAPAC. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Come on. This is a party. We have to celebrate. We have to celebrate. But let me get down and just, I had to write my speech because I think it's important to emphasize a few things. But before I get started, because I don't want to be left out for my chairman what he did, I'd like to recognize my wife's not in the room. I beg, at the door, please, get my wife to come in. because I have to thank her. Because again, we have to thank those we love, because they give up so much for us to do the work we do. Mr. Okusoya, you know that, because I know Mrs. Okusoya. You give a lot. And that's all our spouses. They make it possible for us to do this work, and it's important. I want to start off with our theme. Our voice, our vote, our power. The theme of this year's convention. Our convention this year focuses on the accomplishments that we as an organization has made over the last few years and the impact that we are making in the communities we live in. Our participation in the US elections is becoming more important to address Black injustice, immigrant rights, economic empowerment, healthcare, climate control, gun violence, educational equity, and many more issues of concern. Our voice should be heard on issues that impact our daily lives and activities. Our vote promotes our representation in candidates that resonate with our mission. Our power elevates our participation as this country grows with diverse communities. We need to amplify our participation at all levels in governing. In our community organizations, city, state, and federal governments, as stakeholders in policies and politics. By doing this, we can live in communities that address our common and different views on how we are impacted. 2022 is a huge election year in the US. As we all know, all elections have consequences, and by being absent, we lose representation. We need to build a new powerhouse of stakeholders that vote, engage via policy, donate to campaigns that address our interests, more importantly, educate the next generation of leaders. I know we've seen a number of them in here tonight. Junior, Stephen, Sylvester, where's Sylvester? Stephen Okura. Let's give them a round of applause for stepping forward. And they're one of many. As we return to our homes in different states, please share the mission of NAPAC USA, because it's important that we are at the table advocating strongly for our rights. Let us all have a definite focus that will not only impact us for today, but more importantly for tomorrow. As the slogan goes, NAPAC for one, NAPAC for all. Happy 10th anniversary. Don't look at me. Come on. Thank you. We're going to celebrate tonight. I know you're going to have a few speeches, very brief. We're here to celebrate 10 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Segun Adeyina. Please give it up again to our Executive Director, Mr. Segun Adeyina. Okay. So, we shall make a quick travel overseas to the home country, Nigeria. We have an office, a department called the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. It's our administrative representative that communicates between us and our local government. They've been doing an excellent job. In person, of a good dear big sister and also a friend, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa. Unfortunately, she's not able to physically join us, but of course, she shares a goodwill message and also sent a representative in person of Tosin. Tosin, we appreciate you for being here. Yes, and of course, she's also virtually joining us, so it's a pre-recorded, by the way, so please just assume it's a virtual live, recorded. So please, we'll go ahead and listen to her. Thank you.
Hello, my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, my friends at NAPAC. Really hurts me that I could not be at this very important event celebrating your 10 years in existence, 10 impactful years of your organization. Of course, you know, I'd explained to you how to do with COVID rules for those of us coming in from Europe to America. But I'm glad everything has It's been going well. It's been a great event. I've been following everything that has been happening. I want to congratulate you. I want to commend you. NITCOM, as you know, is partnering with NAPAC. I see NAPAC as one of the best as diaspora associations anywhere in the world. So we look forward to working with you. We look forward to achieving quite a lot with you. We look forward to more successes as you celebrate many, many more years of your existence. You know, there's so much we can do. There's so much we have to do together. Nigerians at home, working with you, Nigerians in the diaspora, we will build our country. We can do a lot of things in our country, and working together, we can achieve the Nigeria of our dreams. So NAPAC, I congratulate you, I commend you, and I thank you for the award you have given me. Wow, iconic award. I truly appreciate that. I look forward to meeting all of you when I'm in America. We're looking at sometime early in the new year, so we can have better engagement. We can, you know, work on a whole lot of things together. So I thank you very much. Enjoy the night. Pity I'm missing a great, great, great occasion, but I'm with you in spirit, and I have representatives there. So really, 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 I want to commend you, NAPAC. You are simply amazing, and I pray that your organization grows bigger, better, and stronger, and a whole lot more things that we will be doing together. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary, and I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to a purposeful and fantastic partnership between Nigeria's in Diaspora Commission and NAPAC. God bless you all, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Awesome. Please give it up again to Honorable Abike Dabiri Arewa. We appreciate you, dearly, big sis. Thank you for all you're doing for the diaspora community, for Nigeria as a whole. We wish you many more years of grace, fulfillment, and success. Thank you. All right, so we do have a foundation. We give back as much as we take. In fact, I'm told we actually give more than we take. That's a good thing. Do we deserve a round of applause, please? Thank you. And of course, there are certain individuals that makes that foundation stand on the foot that it does. And for that reason, it is important for us to recognize these individuals. But I wouldn't be doing it because I am yet to build my financial status in that capacity to, yes, but hopefully some of you will help me out tonight. Please join me in welcoming one of our very strongholds again, who lives in the Sunset City. We always rival between us and them, but we allow it tonight. We're their host, so we accommodate him tonight. But he's a man of elegance, soft-spoken, quiet giant is what I identify him as. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do me the honors of welcoming our very own Mr. Taye Doherty to present the Foundation Award. Mr. Taye, please come forward, sir.
Good evening. Now that I have everyone's attention, can I give a shameless plug to NAPAC Foundation? Everyone, please take out your cell phone. Please take out, I'm heading someplace here. Take out your cell phone. Did I say cell phone or iPhone? Hey, if you don't have an iPhone, throw your phone in the garbage. Yeah, but seriously, like the last speaker said, we're doing a lot of great things in our community, both here in the United States and most especially in Nigeria. So we're always looking for ways to give back. So if you have a cell phone out, what I want you to do, I want you to text NAPAC to this number. And I'm going to tell you the number in a minute. It's 818-290-8858. Because what we're doing Giving Tuesday. this November 30, this month. Giving Tuesday was one of our most successful fundraising last year. So we want to be able to replicate that and do the same thing. So the number again is 818-290-8858. Text the word NAPAC, N-A-P-A-C. Okay. Now to the order of business today. It gives me great pleasure to be able to present the Image Award this evening. We had the young man in our midst yesterday, because us as a people, we have to tell our own story. And I believe it was Chino Achebe that said something like, I think he said, until the lion have their own historian. The history of the hunt is always going to favor the hunter. You know, I think it was Chino Achebe. Let me repeat that again. Until the lion have their own historian, the history of the hunt is always going to favor the hunter. So we as a people, we have to tell our own story. So this young man have a trailer that he showed us yesterday. It's a 3-minute trailer called Rising Ferguson. You know, Ferguson Rising. I'm sorry, Ferguson Rising. So this awardee here today, this awardee is a rising young man. And I thought we were going to be playing his 3-minute clip before we do the award, actually. So, Charles.
I can hear my neighbor crying, saying I can't breathe.
How do you hear of a senseless murder?
And now I'm in the struggle
of an officer killing your son in the middle of the street,
saying I can't leave.
Put your lighters up for Mike Brown.
The percentage of black people in Ferguson is 67%, and only 6% of the cops are black. That's what you call the good old white boys club, and that's going to end.
They're always showing the rage and the anger, and that's not really where protest comes from. The commitment comes from the love. Love is the only thing that really allows us to keep going forward.
Come together united to make that change against one common enemy, the system.
You need to disperse immediately.
I've never been so brokenhearted in my life. The areas that were burned down, those were areas where people who are economically challenged live.
I know that this is not a perfect community. I know that we have things that we have to change, and I am committed to being part of that change.
Nobody woke up that morning when their loved one was dying and say, hey, I want to be the face of the movement.
Losing a child is hard. We have to do things that build us back up.
We must organize, and organize.
The death of my son did bring change. Mike Brown equals change. Is it over? It's not never over. It's just the beginning.
I will stand for you. Would you stand for me? Everybody deserves to be free.
Yeah, thank you. It took him 7 years to make this movie, and I think he's playing in PBS as we speak, and he raised about $700,000. This young man is a rising star. It's a second generation, and it gives me great pleasure to present the Image Award to, I think it's Professor Obolaji Olambiwanu.
I just want to thank NAPAC. It's great to be honored by the Nigerian community. When I started making films about 20 years ago, I didn't know that the Nigerian community cared about films, and so it's really, I'm really honored, really honored. And our film is actually going to be probably the first Nigerian film, I hope, to be nominated for the Academy Award. We've met all the criteria. We've turned in our application, and particularly the first Nigerian documentary to be nominated for an Academy Award. So I need all of your support. If you can go to fergusonrises.com and please make a donation to help us with our Academy Award run. Again, it's fergusonrises.com. Usually the Academy Award campaigns cost a tremendous amount of money, and all this has been done by grassroots funding from people like yourself. And so I hope that you will go to fergusonrises.com and support our film and make sure that we become the first Nigerian documentary to be nominated for an Academy Award and hopefully win. So thank you very much.
We appreciate you, Mr. Taye Doherty. Appreciate it dearly. And of course, congratulations again to you, Professor. Congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure as you can tell from your program, we're having to do some switches in between. We do apologize. Just bear with us and let's go with the flow tonight, okay? We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Next, we shall also be having a presentation of photo awards. The next award would be NAPAC. Okay, I'm sorry. We're still carrying on with the Foundation Awards. Thank you.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the awardee went to the restroom at the wrong time. He must be nervous. But while we're waiting for him, just so you know, there's so many rising stars in our midst. In our midst here too is Tony Okupowa. Could you rise up? This is one of the stars of Rob Hart Abishola. And many, many more. We have another one coming up, Agbeomo Yoruba by Segun Adeyino. It's a coming movie, just clap for him. It's coming on Netflix. So, as we have been introduced, and there's a great introduction by someone standing to my left. This gentleman here is a very important person to all of us. He's a gentle giant in our midst. And he's just looking at me and what's she talking about? Mrs. Doherty? Yeah, you are. Mrs. Doherty, can you please come to the podium? Mrs. Doherty. So that you're a witness that your husband is really loved. For the 24-hour service that he gives to NAPAC, we have for you, sir, a special recognition from NAPAC Foundation. How did she keep it secret? You don't ask that question of a woman.
Hi, my name is Yetunde Omilano. I'm the financial secretary. I'm the financial secretary for the NAPAC Foundation, and it's an honor for me working alongside you, Mr. Doherty. I call you Mr. Chair, and I always borrow your word, and I'm glad that you used it tonight already. When my chair says, I have no shame, I know where it's going. It's going straight to asking for your money. So when he said it tonight, I was like, signature Mr. Doherty, my chair. I'm so, so grateful to work alongside you. You have showed me how to give and how to give without counting the cost. And so this award goes to your service to NAPAC, to the whole Nigerian community, the 2021 NAPAC Service Excellence Award given by the Nigerian American Public Affairs Committee Foundation, presented to Mr. Taye Duarte.
All right. Dr. Aluya, Mr. Dana, to the podium, please. Real quick, Dr. Veronica, Dr. O, real quick. This is a collaborative award to be given to someone who is very dear to us. Leadership can be many things, but most often it's a combination of values, skills, and observable behavior that increases one's social influence and results in mobilizing others to learn. Mobilizing others to learn. Learning together, learning individually, learning as a community, and creating a collective vision to achieve a goal that benefits all. One person qualifies for this and beyond. Tonight, it is our delight to present this Impact Award, 2021 NAPAC Impact Award.
Well, 2021 Impact Award, your iconic leadership, values, and unmatched, and your legacy continues to soar. Professor Soji Adeleja.
I talk a lot, but I'm not going to say much tonight because this takes me by total surprise. The only thing I can say is that NAPAC is the largest value proposition in North America. And I say that as a Nigerian American who for many years has worked in many corridors to see that our people have influence. And then emerges NAPAC 10 years ago, driving the kinds of values that I really, truly believe in. So I have not had much of a choice but to be as supportive as possible to NAPAC. For those of you who are not convinced yet, in 10 years, right, you're going to be gathered and you'll be celebrating NAPAC as probably the most impactful organization that, and I gotta finish this, that is not only shaping the future of Nigerian Americans here in America, but shaping the future of Nigerians in Nigeria. And every continent that is the case. I want to thank the visionaries that started NAPAC. and the visionaries that are driving NAPAC. And I also want to thank my guests, my friends who are coming to join me. I had no, sorry, I'll use more modern terms. I had no friggin' clue. I was just coming to support people that I love dearly and respect. And I really appreciate the recognition, even though I don't think I deserve it. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, you know?
Take it back.
That's okay, you can take it back, you know, do it in your home. And one of my very close friends, he just went to the bathroom, Tony, thanks, he knew that I was coming here, and he said, just to support my brother, my uncle, I'll come here and join. I want to recognize Mrs. Coker, Buzz Dubs, and Mrs. Bridgewood, who have also joined us here just to be here. I had no friggin' idea that I was going to be recognized this way. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please still if you are considering to eat beef, we will appreciate for you to just put that candy mint on your plate. Again, if you're interested in a meat meal, just put that mint candy on your plate. The other option of fish, you don't need to put anything on your plate. Okay? So, but I'm no comedian. If you happen not to have done what I just said, if your plate comes and it's not what you want, look around your table. If no one has digged in yet, just engage a conversation and see if you can do a trade-in on your table. Okay? For no fee, by the way. For no fee. All right? Thank you. Thank you very much. We shall be moving on tonight. We're still... Oh, no, the meal is not here yet. It's just for you to put the meat on your plate. So I need the room a little quiet. Can we do that? Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, so next I will be calling my local state chair, Mr. Edafe, to the podium. He has some information to share, and we're still going to be carrying on with some awards. Mr. Edafe, please.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening. Good evening. I know everyone's hungry, the food is coming. I'm going to call my vice chair up once again, Mr. Tunji Gui. And earlier I introduced the team, and if I can call Miss Kelly Okoro. Miss Kelly, our secretary. Isn't she beautiful? And can we have Dr. Ajayi also? Sorry, Dr. Ajayi Bridges, sorry. There you go. Dr. Ajayi Bridges was part of the award committee, even though she's from
Michigan.
Okay. During our time for the election last year, like I said earlier, we put together an African coalition. Hello?
One house, please. One house. Thank you.
Thank you. We put together an African coalition, and it's when we had this 10th year anniversary set up, we said that we can't do this without appreciating our African brothers and sisters. And I always say, one people, one Africa, and one America. So some of them, some of the countries that are represented today, I'm going to call them up, and I'm just going to ask them to stand up so we can give them a round of applause, because NAPAC didn't do this alone.
It was a collective effort, and we do appreciate you. So we're going to start with the Congolese community. We're honored to have the president of the Congolese community in Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Dede. I'm going to try and move it along as he comes up. There you go, Mr. Dede. And Nigeria's neighbors from the Cameroonian community. I think I have the Cameroonian president or his representative, Ms. Vivian. Is she in the house? There you go, come on. All the ladies are looking so beautiful today. Young men, let's clap for them, come on. I left this for last because this young lady is dynamic. All of them are dynamic. But she took the lead every single time. We had these meetings every week. And she took the lead, she was moderating the meeting, she did everything. And I wanted to make sure she came out today. And I have to even appreciate her husband, because I would love her husband to come up here with her, because not only was I calling, every other male Nigerian and everything was calling her every night, say, hey, we need you to do this for us. And she took the lead. So if her husband can come up with her, I would really appreciate. And I hope I don't mess the name up. Miss Hadi Kubalali and her husband. From the Gambia. She's the president of the Gambian community, and I think she's the youngest in the executive there. There you go. Thank you, Ms. Hadi. Do we have the Eritrean community? No? Also, during our group, we had a lot of strong women in the community, in our group. And from our group, we had a group that was created from us. Most of them were recruited from our group. And that was the African Women PAC. And they celebrated their 1-year anniversary last week, and we did attend it. The president of the African community, the president of the African Women's PAC is not here today, but they do have the political director. Did I get that correct? Okay. The political director and the president of Miss Omar. Thank you. Thank you. And also, I know we must have missed some other organizations. Dr. Iori, I know you did cooperate with us, and so if you can still come up from the Association of the Doctors, correct? AMPA, sorry. AMPA. Thank you. We also had the Ghanaian, Shep was up here making sure I don't miss anybody. Because when we want the coalition, we want to make sure everybody comes out. Is that we had the Ghanaian PAC, and we do have a Ghanaian here. She's running for Chief Judge. And I'm going to let her say one word. Just one word, because when politicians start talking, they're not going to get off the mic. I know she's running for office. Miss Elaine Nidman.
Hello everyone, I won't take up too much time. My name is Elaine Amankwa Nidman. I came here at a young age from Ghana, West Africa, 8 years old. I've been a public defender for the past several years, and I definitely want to make sure that we keep our community safe. As your next state court judge, as your first African judge on that bench, I'm going to make sure that our communities are safe, that we're having programs to decrease recidivism. I'm going to make sure that we're keeping our neighborhoods safe. Mental health is a big issue here in Georgia, so we need a task force I'm going to advocate for. Thank you so much for your time, and please, if you know anybody in Gwinnett County, let them know to vote for me come May 24th. Thank you.
Wait, photographer.
All right, this is what Africa looks like in Georgia. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you.
All right, please give it up to them. We appreciate you all. Thank you for what that you're doing for the community. Thank you for making Africa proud. Thank you for pushing forward the goodwill of the United States of America. Next, we shall still be sticking to awards. Presenting the NAPAC USA Awards, please join me in bringing forward Dr. Nelson Aluya. Dr. Nelson Aluya, please.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having fun so far. You're getting the NAPAC love, the NAPAC spirit as you eat. NAPAC, as you know, started 10 years ago, and we've had our ups and downs, but they're mostly ups. And those people who have worked tirelessly to ensure that we achieve the things that we're able to achieve in our community. NAPAC, as a structure, is in 3 layers. You have the NAPAC USA, which is the body that drives and coordinates all of NAPAC's activities and drives the agenda for the future, that's headed by a president. Because NAPAC has just one president, of which I often call myself the greatest servant of NAPAC as the president. And then you have NAPAC Foundation. NAPAC Foundation is headed by this chair, who you met, Mr. Taye Doherty, and he and his team work tirelessly to ensure that they get the money to help fund and sponsor all of NAPAC's activities and ensure that we stay solvent and ensure that as NAPAC we continue to rise, strive, and stay relevant in the Nigerian American community, the African community, and even global. And that's why with some of the programs that we've had, we've been able to feed the children over 12,000 children in Nigeria, especially from the pandemic, and including other programs that you hear about subsequently that we do. And then the third tier is the state PACs. So state PACs are headed by state chairs, and they are responsible for the political activities on the grassroots level. As you know, they say politics is local, but I always say this: every successful politics is even more local. So as individuals here, one of the things I will ask of you is to please, when you go back, find out who is the councilor of your local area, who's your mayor in your town, and start getting engaged, getting informed, and get educated at the political process that takes place. Because only then you will also help raise young ones who become leaders, like we've seen tonight in Oye, is Junior, and all the other individuals that are up and coming. And as you do that as well, don't forget across from home. I've always asked this question: how many of us who were born here, this is home now, but if you look back, how many of us still know who our local government chairman is in our local government back home? Or who our governors are, anyways? But your heart is where your interest is. And we must begin to build this interest as we raise people together. So in continuation of what we're doing tonight, we have an award for one individual who is amazing in our community. This individual has the energy of 10 people involved in every activity that NAPAC does, from the foundation to the state to everything else. These individuals have helped us rise and raise NAPAC from its nascent stage and stages up to where it is, and has continued tirelessly to do so. And that's the reason why we have no choice but to recognize this individual. But before I do that, I must call on our Executive Director to stand with me. I will also call on our Political Director, Mr. Kindele. I know you're eating somewhere, but please come up. I'll also call on our PRO, Tinu Peña, and I'll call on the person who holds all the money in NAPAC. Without her, nothing gets done. And she works tirelessly. And I'll tell you why it's important that she comes out. Miss Christina Locke, where is she? Sorry, I'm disturbed you. And of course, I'll call on our Vice President. Now, one thing that's unique about NAPAC, if you look at Cross right now, look at all of us. We have men and women equally represented in NAPAC. Because what we do, we identify those who have the capacity and the trust to lead. And we give them tasks upon which they will run with those leads. If you look across again, not every NAPAC member is a Nigerian. It's Christine Locke. It's obviously not Nigerian. And I'll tell you this, she's our financial treasurer. And that tells you who we are, the kind of people we are. So NAPAC is here for you. If you are ready to serve, we'll open up for you to serve, irrespective of who you are, as long as you understand the mission and the aims and drives of NAPAC. In NAPAC, we have people from the Cameroons. The PRO in New York is from Uganda. We have people from Haiti. And these are individuals who know what we stand for. And they've all joined hands to move us to where we are today. And that's the diversity that we speak of. And I must say thank you. But to this individual, who we want to recognize and give a big shout out to tonight. I know it's going to come as a huge surprise. I just can't wait to see the reaction of this individual's face. Our energetic, our dynamic, our indefatigable, exceptional, Miss Lara Okunobi, Madam VP.
Keep the applause going. Keep it going. Yeah, our very own Mrs. Lara Okunobi. Woo!
So, she's popularly known as Madam VP. Why? Because she was the founding Vice President of NAPAC 10 years ago. And she's continued to work every day. And you see her, all Zoom meetings and all that. And you know what? She's very vocal, and she'll tell you who and what she feels, and tell you her mind, obviously. So, and we're glad to have her, because without Miss Lara Okunobi, we would not be here tonight. And Lara Okunobi, NAPAC Distinguished Award for Outstanding Achievement. Don't cry. In recognition of your pioneering and exceptional long-term contribution in leadership, service, finance to NAPAC, today November 13, 2021. With appreciation for your guidance that lights the path for others to follow, we honor you, we recognize you, we adore you.
Yes. Thank you. You know, the Bible says a prophet does not have value in his own house. This is not the case. I know that this is a joint decision by so many people that I love and admire. But seriously, I dedicate this award to Mr. Okusanya for your humility, for your leadership. Yes, Mr. Okusanya. Without you, I wouldn't be here. But you never let me take a break. Say, no. You have to do this. No. Thank you. And thank you, my president. Thank you, all of you. I want to thank God, my mother, my father.
All right. So this award, this is for another individual who is amongst us, an exceptional, courageous leader, not just in NAPAC but in the community, giving selflessly, challenging every one of us along the path as we move on, creating the path for this progress, and constantly reminding us the original reason why we must, as a community, stand together, understanding all the great things that bind us together, or rising above the little things that separate us. As a community, together we're stronger. And to this individual, I must say, with great appreciation, we thank you, we honor you. Our founding president, Mr. Ademola Okunsoya.
Popularly known as Jadu.
And that's his beautiful wife. mean, I am a little bit emotional, and I thank you, Papa, for doing this. Papa NAPAC, you're there. He's a busy man, he's a lawyer, but above all, he has outstanding time. I mean, I can't. They call me all the time, and I'm ready, Mr. President. Above all, I mean, when it comes to age, he's far older than I am, but he's given me the mantle to lead and giving me the authority to do that. And he gives me that respect as well for the office. And I thank you, appreciate you. God bless you. And we all do.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, first of all, I want to thank God Almighty, because there's no doubt in my mind that He has been there for NAPAC. No doubt. We start with our prayer, we end prayer in most of our meetings. So we want to give honor to who honor is due, and that's God Almighty. And of course, the next person I want to thank is my wife. You know, Evangeline, like you said. Yes, you can come over. Yeah. She has been there from day one. And she's been there on my case, you know, and to make sure that we stay on course. And I want to thank Madam BP, who seems to have God's ears, you know, because she's the prayer warrior, and I know she may seem like I'm trying to retaliate, but definitely without her, I don't know, we won't be here, like Mr. President said. You know, she's been there, and I want to thank all of our NAPAC women, because if you want to get something done, you reach out to a woman. I'm telling you, without our women, I don't think we'll be where we are today. So, thank you all very much. And let me just address quickly to those who are still trying to sit on the sidelines and who are just talking about Nigerians' problem. I remember when I came here back in 77, when you see 2-3 Nigerians talking, they are always talking about problems. Nobody is talking about solution. And I often tell them that if we spend the type of energy and time on finding solution, we won't be where we are today. So I'm glad that when we started this thing 10 years ago, and we had this vision, and it seems like it's coming through, and like Professor Adela just said, 10 years from now, there's no doubt on my mind, you're going to have maybe 10 senators that are from Nigerian descent. So working on that. So please come on board. Let's not keep talking about problem. Let's try talking about how to solve that problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our founding president. Some of you must have heard me say this, that this generation is the generation that will take charge and leadership, not just taking charge alone. You take charge and leadership of your individual spaces and find innovative ways to solving problems of your individual space. And what does that mean? It means if you're a lawyer, you take charge and leadership of it. Find innovative ways to settle problems that will create progress for your community, for those who you represent. If you're a doctor, you do the same. If you're an architect, you do the same. And if you're in politics and policy, you do the same. And that's where we come into a segue for this individual who we give a Humanity Champion Award because he's a champion. He's a champion, not just in NAPAC, he's a champion in the Nigerian American community, in a champion in the black community. He has a roaring voice, amazing gentleman. He motivates, he's distinguished. He moves people by the way he talks. He's a powerhouse. He's an energy. And by this way, I will call on Mr. Triple A, Akindele Akinyemi, NAPAC's political director. He has the energy of 10 people. That's why we call him Triple A. Never rests, never stops. If you need any political advice and anybody who's running in any part, any local party, any local politics in the United States, Akindele will give it to you in an instant. And he'll tell the person who's most like me and why you should support them. I remember when we converted them, when we wanted to do the things that we did with NAPAC New York, we asked our brother, Mr. Akindele, take a look at the political space in New York. We have all these people running. Blacks, including Anisha and Andrew Young. Who do you think has the greatest chance? And what's your political advice with this? And he gave us. And we took that advice with the chair of New York. We ran with it and got to a point where we elected the first Nigerian endorsed, NAPAC endorsed Mayor of New York in the person of Mr. Eric Adams. So, Mr. Akindele, this is for you, for being a champion in NAPAC. Thank you and God bless you. Great work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All these beautiful people in here. All these beautiful brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. God bless each and every last one of you. I've been in politics over 20 years. I'm not going to speak too long. I've been in politics for a long time. And I'm telling you right now, this right here, right now, us, we are electric. We are ready to roll into 22 with victory. We are on fire. We are going to win like no other. We're going to upset folks. We are going to shock the world with hard work, dedication, focus, vision, and most importantly, stomping the ground. And we will be victory and victorious in 2022. Thank you so much for this award. God bless each and every last one of you. And enjoy your night. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So, President Aluya, please, if you don't mind, there's been a lot of picture taking up front. I've just been in the corner, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been walking around to make sure the tables are good. Is everybody having a good time so far? How's the meal tasting? Yeah? Did anybody switch what was not meant for them for something else? No? I mean, I'm willing to give up my plate. There's been so much giving tonight that I'm so generous. I want to go hungry tonight. So if you need an extra meal, I will donate my plates to you. But see me after the event as well, because you're taking me out. Okay? So I'm told, Executive Director Sheikh Medina, could you please come forward? He has something to share with us. Thank you.
All right. So, can all the execs come up and all the chairs, all the chairs for all the state PACs? It's very important that we recognize, and the chair for the, my chair lady for the convention, please come up. Yeah. We need to recognize the leadership in this organization. Individually, we're fantastic, but together we are more than powerful. We make an impact. But we can't make that impact without the right leadership. And tonight, we would like to recognize our president, Dr. Aluya. Madam VP. Oh, where's your wife? Oh my God. Where's the first lady? Mrs. Aluya. Mrs. Aluya, please come up. You know, she has been here all night, watching the accolades and the work her husband has done. And we thank her for lending this man to the world. Literally, she lent him to the world. Because Dr. Aluya is he's on every single platform. Whether it's the Haitian community, the Asian community, the Liberian community, the Ghanaian community, I mean, you name what community, AMPA, he is there. And he's not just there, he's there leading. So I thank you for stepping to the plate. I thank you for, Madam, I thank you for letting this man go so many hours. And I know he also takes care of home. But he goes so many hours, he's on the phone, he doesn't sleep with people all around the world. So Madam VP, please, I give you the honor to present this to our President, Dr. Nelson Aluya. Please give him a big round of applause.
To Dr. Nelson Adewale Mohammed Chukwemeka Aluya. I'm sorry, that's not in the plaque. To Dr. Nelson Aluya. Truly a visionary, tireless, energized. Between AA and him, I don't know who's got the most frequency, but you've got it. 3 a.m. folk up. Cryptocurrency specialist. Look, if you're looking for how to invest your money, talk to him. No, seriously, seriously. We want to thank you for being very flexible and trainable, because you know I'll be on your back. Yeah. And we smile. And we make up. Don't worry. We're not. Don't you know? She's there all the time. She's there all the time. I'm your big sister, and you treat me as such. I do appreciate you and love you very much. We appreciate you, all of NAPAC and everybody sitting here. You know, there's an adage in the southwest Nigeria that says when a community is doing well, it's because of leadership. I'm sure my translation is probably not that good, but you know what I'm talking about. It's good? Okay. So, this is a bribery for the things you are yet to do. That's what that award is. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you are yet to do. And we pray that the Lord will strengthen you, equip you, energize you, increase you in wisdom, patience to deal with all of us, especially that Mr. Day, you know. No, to continue to lead us forward, as you have. We know that even as we celebrate our 10-year anniversary, this is just the beginning. Yeah, if you make a note of what Professor Adela just said, little by little you're going to be getting a snippet of what NAPAC is going and where we're going. So we want you to go with us. We don't want to go alone, because the growth of any community has to do with the love, passion, commitment, and input.
I didn't know this one was coming up. But again, I must, first of all, thank God for the opportunity, and I know, right? For the opportunity to serve, and for being given the platform to be able to do the things that I can do. And for my wife, who's been very supportive and encouraging and graceful enough to let me do the things that I do. Like Madam VP I just said, give me those Igbo names, Yoruba names and all that. I call myself the quintessential Nigerian. So yes, I accept all of those. And I'm really glad to be that quintessential Nigerian. That we as a whole rise above the little nitty-gritty things that separate us, have a bigger future and purpose for the things that bring us all together. Because here, when they look at you, you're all black, you're all people of color. Nobody will know whether you're Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, or even Ghanaian, or Haiti, or whatever. As we sit back here, we reflect back home. And I say this, that citizens flee their countries, not because the countries are bad, but because the countries have been led successively by bad leaders. And we today must create a platform to nurture good leaders, exceptional leaders. And that's what we're trying to do as a team in NAPAC, to create that platform where you or your children or your great-grandchildren will have a purpose and a platform to do great, not just for your family or their community, but for the entire human race. There's leadership in each and every one of you. NAPAC is the platform for you to do this. And I often say this, you don't join NAPAC to diminish you. You join NAPAC to identify your skills and your talents and elevate you to where you ideally need to be. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Congratulations, Dr. Nuya.
All right, let's move this quickly along because I know a lot of people want to get on the dance floor. So we have another recipient of that we'd like to recognize for her work in Georgia. But she couldn't be here tonight. But maybe we can have our chair for the event come up and receive the award. She's done so much great work in Georgia. Let me invite actually a couple of other people. Kimberly Carter. And also I'd like to recognize and have her also come up here, State Representative Erica Thomas. She's been a partner with us for a long time. If they can just come up here. Ms. Kimberly Carter and Erica Thomas. Are they here? I know they were here. Okay, here they come, here they come. Give them a big round of applause. So, they all know this person that we're giving an award tonight. Her name is Ms. Nse Ufot for the work she has done with the New Georgia Project in getting 600 to 800,000 black and brown voters in the state of the Georgia registered. I mean, that's powerful. And that's, she's a partner to NAPAC. She had another engagement out of the country, but I'd like to give this award on behalf of NAPAC and take a picture with these dynamic people who know her because they know the work she does. So let's give Nse a round of applause and make sure it gets this award. You can't go yet. You can't go yet. So 5 years ago, when I was chairman of Georgia, before they stole me to become the national president, we recognize individuals in our community that made a strong contribution to where we are today. And one of the leaders was out of the country at the time. And we feel this is the best time to recognize his contribution, because I'm standing up here, and Dr. George, could you join us too? I'm standing up here because of people like him. I'd like to invite Dr. and Mrs. Ladan, Mohammed Ladan, to come up here to receive an award. I'd like his wife to come with him because he did not do this alone. I'd like to recognize him for the work he has done and continues to do in this community, and that's why NAPAC Georgia is here today. So let's give him a round of applause too. Dr. Ladan, thank you for the work you do. My chairman, come here, since you're Georgia now. All right. Oh, they moved me to the end. Thank you. So as we return back to our seats, I'd like State Representative Eric Thomas to just give us a quick welcome. We invited a number of Congress legislators and also state representatives and state senators, and some said they're coming, but she's the only one that came because she was here 5 years ago. So she welcomed us in Georgia as NAPAC all members, and she's here again tonight. Thank you, thank you. Can you just say a few words?
I did. I was at your home in California. Thank you so much for that, madam. So I just want to say thank you so much. NAPAC is a family. That's what I like to see it. I'll take those 2 claps. I love it. NAPAC is a family for me. My husband is Nigerian, and I've been to Nigeria about 5 times. I have a library over there, and I support several orphanages. I grew up as an orphan myself. Thank you. I grew up as an orphan myself, and so I really love Nigeria, and I respect it so much. And so I thank you all for being a family. And people don't understand how important it is to have a pact that means a lot to you. You know, politics moves everything around us, everything. When it comes to how much we pay on the beautiful dresses that we have on tonight, or how much we pay on the millage rate for our homes. It means a lot. And so for you all to take the time out to be involved in public relations and public administration is so important. So I want to thank all of the supporters. I want to thank Shagon especially for all he has done for NAPAC in Georgia. Yeah, let's give Shagon a round of applause. He has done the work. He shows up at everything we have at the Capitol. He shows up at everything we have in the community. And so does so many of you all across America. And so thank you so much for being a family to me. And I'm so proud of 10 years, right? It's 10 years? Wow, 10 years, NAPAC. 10 years. I remember the 5 years anniversary. Oh, we had a good time, okay? So I'm looking forward to the dance floor tonight, okay? I'm looking forward to it, but thank you so much. We've traveled all across the world. We've been to Washington, D.C. We've been all everywhere, and so NAPAC has a huge influence. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Enjoy yourselves tonight, and know that everything you do is so important to each one of us. Your vote, your contribution is so important to every single political campaign, and making sure that we have more Nigerians in local office, in state office, and in national office. Thank you so much.
And I want to say one more thing. She actually is Nigerian. She's married to a Nigerian. So let's give her a round of applause for picking a husband from the right country. I'm sure the other guys from other countries are saying what? All right. we're doing our civic duty, if we don't recognize a few people in here who are running for office, to just come out and say a few words, I'd like to invite my brother, John Eves, who's running for Secretary of State of Georgia. Please give him a big round of applause.
Well, good evening, NAPAC. Good evening. What a wonderful evening it has been. I have enjoyed myself, but more importantly, I have been inspired. I want to commend the founder of this organization, the leadership, for all that you're doing in terms of our voice, our vote, and our power. So I'm the former chairman of Fulton County. I served for 11 years, and I used my position as chairman of the largest local government in the state of Georgia to make sure that we recognize Africa, and we specifically, my friends, recognize Nigeria. And in my position, I was a friend and am still a friend of the Nigerian community. I received officials from Nigeria. I arranged for them to get a chance to tour the airport. I spoke to them about infrastructure. And so I recognize the importance of Nigeria when I served as the chairman of Fulton County government. Now, my friends, I am stepping out. And I plan to be your next Secretary of State. Georgia is unique. We have a 49% non-white population. We're one of the most diverse states in the country. And we have 32% black. And as a result of our diversity, we have more black elected officials, state representatives, members of Congress, a senator, mayors, county commissioners, sheriffs, district attorneys, and judges than any state in the country. And it's because of our vote and our power. And I want to be the first black person elected as Secretary of State in Georgia and the entire Southeast. It's about voting. It's about business development. It's about international investment. It's time now for Africa to have some investment in Atlanta and in Georgia. And so as I conclude, we heard Representative Owe say he was the first Nigerian to be elected as a federal officer, as a congressman. Guess what? I had a DNA test done. DNA test done. 32% of me is Nigerian. And when I get elected, you will not only have your first Nigerian in federal office, you will have your first Nigerian in state office as Secretary of State. And so, NAPAC, you giving out the dollars. I am a Nigerian American, and I want your support. Thank you, Judge.
All right. There's a little bit of Nigerian in everyone in here tonight, right? So if you want to be voting for in the state of Georgia, where you have to go from? My people over there on the table there, Africans say you're Nigerian too. Yes, all of us are Nigerian. United African States of Nigeria. All right, this has been a wonderful event tonight. I know we've all enjoyed it. I just had, man, I know you have to come back on. I know. Just one more thing. So I know there were a number of people going to be on tonight, but they couldn't make it. But we need to get the message out to them. our voice, our vote, and our power. Let them know that we're ready to change the course of America and be counted. Because we now have a potential, and when we elect a Secretary of State, that will count those votes correctly, right? Yeah. Amen. Let's turn it over to Saeed. Let's give Saeed a big round of applause for keeping this going. MC extraordinaire.
I mean, say, I am not ashamed. When my name is called, I want you to give me an applause. Come on. All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate you all.
I'm sorry, quickly. Before we do that, I have to do this. First of all the members of NAPAC, please stand. Please stand. All members of NAPAC. And if you're joining today, please stand. If you're joining, okay, everybody stand because you're members. And pay your dues. Please, let's give them a big round of applause for making this event what it is today. Those online, I know we can't see your faces, but thank you. Thank you for joining online throughout this whole event. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for making this great. We also want to thank our sponsors, Rep, GA Rep, Kimberly Carter, thank you for sponsoring us, making this possible. Cola, thank you for sponsoring us. All our patrons and matrons, thank you for sponsoring us and giving us money, because we won't be able to do this if you didn't. Thank you for doing this, because this is going to make the difference. Because you've given us the power to continue for the next 10 years. And once again, over to our MC, Mr. Saeed Adeleye. Extraordinary. Give him a round of applause.
I appreciate you all, and you know what I say about now, we're giving roses before people pass on, right? So you might as well give me my roses now before, I ain't going nowhere, we're here together for a long time. Okay, please give it up again to yourselves. It's been a beautiful night so far, all right? I know Shebu sounded like he's about to wrap the event up, but no, this is my event. And we just get it started for the night because we still got to get on this dance floor. It's still very soft. We need to make good use of it. But again, I want to really appreciate each and every one of you. To all our international foreign guests, we also appreciate you. To everyone who's actually joined us online, we appreciate you. But I want us to basically leave with the message. The strong message that together we stand. Together we advance. There is an African proverb, which I'm sure we hear a whole lot over and over again. If you want to go fast, you do what? You go alone, right? But if you want to go forward, and I had to that, if you want to go forward and stand strong, knowing full well, you look to your left, you look to your right, you look to your back, and you keep staring ahead of you. You have nothing to worry about or be afraid of. Then you need to stand with the community. It all starts with the community. Tonight, we've been able to share with you individuals who have actually brought us this far. We've also shared with you individuals who are putting themselves up to represent. Please, let's follow through with action. I am not told to do this, but there are a few people that I put my support behind. And it's because I trust in each and every one that makes NAPAC. Because if there's anything I can assure you, before NAPAC endorses a candidate, it does its due diligence. Yes, it's an apolitical group. It doesn't matter what side you're on. So long as you are for the people, so long as you speak the cause that is passionate to us as a community, as a people, you can be rest assured you have our vote, you have our money, but more importantly, you can see tonight, this is basically an array of expertise, professionals. So it's quite different. When you have people who are professionals, who are sacrificing their time, sacrificing their families, sacrificing their resources, and above all, sacrificing their context in this room, collectively. You can't imagine the access and the networks that we have. I mean, I would share with you real quick. Mr. John Hughes is being a friend of the Nigerian community in ways that I can't explain. I remember I had the privilege, when he didn't even know who I was, to experience a tour of the international airport way before it was even open to the public. That's just one of the few axes that we can influence. So again, together, we go forward. Are we together with NAPAC? Yes. Are we going forward with NAPAC? Yes. NAPAC forward. Yeah? We appreciate you all. So I say that to segue into this next segment. It is extremely important that we follow through. Please join me in welcoming again to the stage our very own, celebrated, ever tenacious, always willing, motivated, highly driven, Mrs. Lara Okunubi, Madam VP.
Thank you so much. Let us celebrate Mr. Saheed Adeleye. It's been a wonderful evening, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. But if you are a matron or patron of NAPAC, can you please rise? Because you are the pillars of NAPAC. Dr. Sessi, don't just sit there. Yeah, at least I know you. The matrons and patrons of NAPAC, the Omilanos. Yes, anyone else in here? The matrons and patrons of NAPAC. Wow, wow. So y'all need to sign up as matron or patron. But in the meantime that you cannot, let's give these wonderful people a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Sister, I'm sorry. Mr. Dwelly. So I know that we all experienced COVID, whether it passed you by or you heard about it. Something happened about COVID. But there's a silver lining to COVID happening. In the past 18 months, NAPAC extended its scope. All the work we've done in the past had been in the United States. But because of COVID and other development that happened, we started doing some great work in Nigeria. And you will see. Yeah. Ready? Yes. Sir, you are disturbing my production.
My name is Nkem Okocha, and I am founder of Mama Money Empowerment Foundation. My name is Nkem Okocha, and I am the founder of Mama Money Empowerment Foundation. I am so excited about our partnership with NAPAC. Mama Money Empowerment Foundation empowers low-income women and young girls from different rural and urban communities across Nigeria. Since inception, we've empowered over 8,000 women. But with the partnership with NAPAC, we aim to reach over 100,000 young girls and women in the next 5 years. Thank you to NAPAC for believing in our mission. Our mission at Mama Money is to train young girls and women to develop entrepreneurial skills so that they can become self-reliant. We believe that when they are financially independent, they can empower themselves and empower their communities. Thank you.
Just a minute. Dr. Veronica, Dr. Pesomi, please on standby.
My name is Pastor Adeni Osawaru. I'm the pastor in charge of the Redeemed Church, My 5. And by the grace of God, we're doing a lot in this community. We have a free school where they don't pay school fees, they don't buy books, and they don't pay for uniforms. Everything free. Children, ready to come. You, all of Nigeria. Hey, all of Nigeria. God spoke to Fusi and NAPAC, and they have to remember my 5, Jesus Camp Parish, and to ensure that good nutrition and good healthy food are given to the community people. You can see this community has over 1,000 occupants. As I talked to you, Fusi and NAPAC went out to ensure that over 500 people, both children, mothers and fathers, they're fed with good food, not just food, food that has nutrition. Because it will interest you to know that in this community, we do more of carbohydrates, gari, apple, and our soup also is also mixed up with carbohydrates.
To witness what the NAPAC and the FOSI, what they are doing in this community. Right here, we are in My 5, and we really witnessed it, and we saw that the children are all smiling because of what they gave them. They were able to give them a meal, and we can see that it goes a long way.
My name is Oka Kesta. Thank you, NAPAC. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Oka Favor. Thank you, NAPAC and Sister Station. My name is Akwala Bright. Thank you, NAPAC. Thank you, Sister Station, for this evening.
This organization will move forward, and God will continue to bless them. God will continue to increase the fund so that they will be able to do more next time in Jesus' name.
Yeah, thank you. And I believe today, November 16th, we're supposed to be feeding about 1,000 children and women in Isileoku, but for some reason, we kind of, because there's some security issues that came up in Delta. So what we did as an organization, we switched that to Okokomaiko in Lagos and Adinyo. And also, we're also going to be, and that's going to be like 2,000 people, which will include right, and include, we also work with United Way Greater Nigeria, you know, because when we go field these young children, United Way will bring books and they'll read to the kids and also leave them with free books, you know, at the end of the day, you know. So there is just a snippet of what we're doing or we plan to do going forward. We do have a platform that can feed 600,000 young people in Nigeria monthly by the way. And I kind of made a joke earlier about being shameless plug for NAPAC Foundation, but actually people are already donating. You know, we have people that are streaming online, that are watching in California and all over the world, and they're already telling us that money are coming in. You know, so we thank you, people that are able to donate. And if God spoke to you, if God spoke to your heart, to what you just watched, you know, no amount is too small. You'll be surprised, you know. So I thank you.
Thank you. See, you are Americans. You believe in data. You believe in visual, to see. When we come to ask you for money, we want you to know. Did you see the one for those children? That's a real village. Here in America, one of the exposures of COVID also was the extent of homelessness and mental health breakdown what we didn't know. But you know, here in America, there's Food Bank, there's Goodwill. There are so many other platforms where people can get support and services, but those things don't exist in Nigeria, unless you and I go there. So we want you to send NAPAC tonight. Our job is to raise $50,000 today, and I know we can. Dr. Yuri is here, and I see many other faces. Tina Gudimu is here. Dr. Laja Ibrahim is here. Sylvester Ani is here. I have no doubt we're going to raise. Tony, where is he? Mr. Netflix. Why do people always step down when I'm about to say something? All right, a small card has been passed around on your table, and we're going Turkey, right? There's a QR code to your right. Put your phone close to it, PayPal sign will pop up. Click on it. Like Mr. Duwadi said, give us whatever your heart desire. But you know, Mr. Dorsey is very nice. I need you to give us 4 digits with 2 zeros making, you know, we're not planning to do zeros after the decimal point. Anything 4 digits, like 2,500, 1,000, 5,000. Anybody have many more numbers? Well, the only 3 digits that would make sense is 500, 250, 999. So you see the work that we're doing. Right now, this project is called NAPAC Diaspora Dollar at Work. You've heard it many times. They said the money we send through Western Union, MoneyGrams, and those other grams out there, that where they weren't actually financing the economy of Nigeria. That is true. You see that village you just saw? The government does not even know they exist. They would only count them when they're counting votes. No, there's no help that goes to that place. So unless you and I go. So tonight, we need you guys to please stand with us. We want to dance, the DJ is ready, but they tell me don't leave the podium until something happens. Christina, where is she at? She's going to tell me how many chiching is coming through. Come on guys, let's go. Everybody scan it. Scan. But Mr. Duwadi was going to give you a free phone before. He asked you if you have an iPhone. So if you don't have an iPhone, he will give you one right now so you can just scan. Okay, tell them. If you don't have an iPhone, let us know. We'll give you one so you can scan this QR code for your donation. Are we doing it? Okay. Let me not send a QR code list to your. Thank you. All right. Okay, you guys go and watch them do it. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go make sure they're doing it. Yeah. In addition to those 2 that you've just seen, we also have adopted some orphans. As a result of the, what do they call them? The Fulani bandits invasion. 52 children were left, their parents were killed. NAPAC is also adopting them and feeding them and clothing them and putting them to school. So we really need your help. I mean, sincerely. So consider donating generously. generously. Use your credit card. You can pay it later. This is towards the end of the year. Let your heart rejoice. Let your heart be willing. Let your heart be given. And God will bless you as you do so. All right, just 2 more minutes and we'll wrap it up so you can come get some dance. But your dance is going to be smooth if you've made a donation. All right? It's going to smoother when you made a donation. So you ready to do Jerusalem? Right? All right. So I want to thank you. NAPAC wants to thank you. And if you want to be a monthly donor, please let us know. I'm probably the only blondie in this group tonight, so you can find me. You can find me if you need more answer. If you want to partner with us on a much more serious level, please. It's a collaborative effort. Not even NAPAC can do it all. It's going to take the village. It's going to take the community. It's going to take you. It's going to take me. It's going to take all of us. For as many people that are here tonight, we appreciate your donation. Whether it's $20, $40, $60, $100, $5,000.
Just a point of observation. The money you're donating today that goes to NAPAC Foundation yeah, I just want to make some clarification here because earlier I believe it was stated that NAPAC Foundation is the money purse for all of NAPAC programs. That's not true because we will get in trouble with the government. We have a firewall between NAPAC Foundation and the state parks. So none of the money going to NAPAC Foundation or the money going to NAPAC USA for the type of program that they are talking about right now goes into anything political. So we just want to make that clear. Thank you.
Yes, another information to clarify. Somebody asked me if we were sending over books. No, we are not shipping books. But as a result of this great work, United Nations Africa, United Way Africa has partnered with us. Wherever we go to feed, they come and distribute books. So we are not shipping books. You know, we've gone digital. But you know what? Building a library is one of those projects Nigeria that NAPAC is considering. Because when you teach people how to read, you've given them knowledge. So building a library is a project we're looking forward to doing, and we're going to need your help. Thank you so much. Have you guys given out the money? Oh, they're still giving. Okay, I'm going to stand here. Are you done giving, or you want to give some more? This is a hostile crowd. What's going on? Y'all, come on. Be happy, okay? Just happy. Don't worry. Somebody trying to cut off my mic. I am going to stand here for a long time. Just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Thank you for all that you're doing and get to do. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Madam VP. We appreciate you. To all the donors so far, we say thank you. Keep it going. I can hear the clanging sound at the back of my ear. So that means that we're rising in numbers. So please keep it going. We do have a message from one of our dear friends. And when I say friend, I mean friend. Yeah. Okay? NAPAC is connected. Please, let's give it up to Mr. Charles. I mean, he's been doing a great job tonight, our technical man. Mr. Charles Buseri, we appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and play the video now. It's a special message for us. Some quiet so we can hear, please.
This is Senator John Georgia, and I want to extend my love and gratitude to the Nigerian American community in Georgia. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your deep engagement in public life, in the life of our state and our country. Please know that it's an honor to serve you, and I'm here to serve you. I work for you, so never hesitate to reach out, contact my office if I can be of any help to you. It was amazing to see Nigerian American leaders leading the community to get out and vote, to participate in our democracy. Thank you for your outstanding contributions to business and philanthropy and culture. To all of the Nigerian American community leaders, community members in Georgia, you have my gratitude and my support, and I look forward to continuing to serve you.
Wow. That's the Senate. I am connected. So if, oh, you're laughing at me. Like seriously, you don't believe it? I got his phone number. You want me to call him right now? Nah, he's busy. He says I shouldn't call until the event is over. Okay, so I can give him the feedback to it. All right, thank you. I mean, it is the 10th anniversary of NAPAC. Can we please give it up again to NAPAC? Thank you so much for all you're doing. It's been a beautiful evening, and we're getting close to the end of the night. But there's no reason why we shouldn't actually tap into the beauty of tonight without giving a special moment to NAPAC. I mean, it is the 10th year. 10th year. So please bring it to the stage as one creative mind who will adore so much. He will be sharing with us his talent. Please, let's be quiet. I really would appreciate us, especially in the back. Please, let's be quiet to appreciate this moment. This is for NAPAC, the 10th year. Thank you. Please come into the stage. Welcome, Mr. Abraham, the saxophonist. Mr. Abraham, over to you, sir.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Abraham. I mean, you got people started already. We can't wait to hear the dance floor from the dance moves that I saw. I can't wait to hear the dance floor myself. But we shall be closing the night with our special closing remark from our National Vice President, in person of Mr. Yomi Awam. Please come forward, Mr. Yomi. Let's have our closing remark. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are having fun. I am. I know we're not ready to pack up. We want to thank everybody for taking the time to come here tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. I want to appreciate you for taking the time, leaving whatever you were doing. We had a wonderful time. And this afternoon, if you missed the event, we had some very informative panel discussion. We learned a lot. And we have to do it again sometimes very soon. I've been told, get your shoes ready for next year's party. The place has not been decided yet. But we are looking forward to Maryland or New York. I know we have an elephant in the room. California. It's not going to happen. So Maryland, get ready. We're coming to you next year. We have a lot of important people here tonight. We want to take time to thank you all. And we look forward to see you again. It's been said tonight many times. I know you guys are still, everybody is still in a dancing mood. I'm going to make it quick so we can continue to enjoy ourselves. Anyway, so we look forward to see you again. Everybody, thank you for coming. Have a wonderful time for the rest of the evening. We will safe trip back to wherever you come from. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yomi, I appreciate it. Well, as you are walking out, we are going to be receiving money. Yes, yes. So, without holding back, I'd like to please call the president of NAPAC National. That's the person of Dr. Nelson Aluya in the house. Please come forward. The chair of NAPAC Georgia, Mr. Dafe, can you come forward? And of course, all the chairs of all the PACs here present, please come on forward. We're gonna keep this going. We gotta heat the dance floor. Okay, so please, executive director is here as well. So, Mr. Sherman, please come forward and invite the donors.
All right. I know everyone's ready to party, but I want to invite all of NAPAC, the African Women PAC. Let's give them a big round of applause. I want to make a donation to NAPAC USA. They want to make a donation, so I'm going to hand it. I mean, and just to let you know, like my chair David would say, every time we have a meeting and NAPAC members come, they recruit from NAPAC, Georgia. But that's okay. So I'd like to hand this over to them, and thank you for your support.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
And it is good to be here celebrating with NAPAC USA on their 10th anniversary, the African Women PAC. We are a sister group. I look at it as a sister group. And we are here to donate a wonderful, huge sum of $250 to NAPAC USA.
All right, thank you very much for your support. It's going to go a long way, and we're going to keep doing things in Georgia together. Thank you. All right, now we're going to turn it back over to first Saeed. Okay, we're going to turn it back over to the saxophonist.
Thank you to all the nation. Now we're moving to our dance floor. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you all. It's been a beautiful evening. We celebrate you and stay in touch, register, be a part of NAPAC, and look forward to the next year's anniversary. We appreciate you.